secure a win pretty easy. Moving into the ban phase, we have LeBlanc has been banned from Rogue every single time. So that's just a respect out of caps. Caitlyn on red side is an assumed ban. They go ahead and ban Ezreal. That seems... What? There hasn't been any Ezreal tournament. And maybe they're really trying to target ban Perks down to the bot lane down here. But that seems so bizarre. That seems so bizarre. I'm sure there's logic that I'm not thinking of. And they go ahead and ban Ashe. So it is kind of what I'm thinking. They're really just trying to target pool ADCs and take out all of the more top tier ADCs. Okay. I wonder if they're also like daring Perks to play Kalista. And they don't have that much faith in his Kalista. Here, I don't know. Maybe you ban Akali away from Larson. That's what I would guess. I would just say ban Ornn. I think you win the game if Finn's not on Ornn. And they ban Kalista. So I think what they were probably looking... Or they might have been... G2 might have been thinking that Rogue wanted to really ban out the ADC pool so that they can secure Kalista and just win through a dominant bot lane similar to the last game. So tons of ADCs banned. Okay. They go ahead and they first pick Akali. They say Larson felt good on it in the in earlier games, and it was banned away pretty frequently. So they're gonna go ahead and just secure it. I am going to assume we're gonna go ahead and get a Zoe maybe if it's open. Would be the only guess. Maybe a Hecarim, since it's still open. Okay, so they go ahead and secure Senna. So I think there are just so many ADCs that have been banned. Oh shit. They value Senna instead. Makes sense. I mean, really limits the ADC champ pool for... I mean, it's Jhin, maybe? Okay, so picks go back over. I don't know, but I would... Unless there's a champion I'm forgetting about, I'm assuming you pick Jhin here. Okay. And Lilia. Or another ADC, but I don't know what the other ADC would be. Okay. They go all in. We're just gonna write Alpha. So they like the not. I mean, this is just they're looking for a dominant bot lane. Okay. Senna is. I mean, you don't have that big of an ADC pool, right? I mean, I still like Jhin. But I mean, you're really looking to punish Senna early. It's a good idea. Let's see how it works out for him, Cotton. Here, I would go ahead and think that they pick Zoe. Maybe they pick Leona as a response to keep mid, but mid's not really blind because they picked Akali and Finn's not going to play Akali. Okay, we go Thresh. I'm sure there's specific thought process and why not Leona or why Thresh instead of Leona. Thresh has been banned and or picked by Vander, and maybe I don't know. Maybe Thresh is good into Nautilus because of the Flay. I don't know. We'll play the support ban. I'm picks enough, but I would assume it'd be a Nautilus, or excuse me, a Thresh, or a Leona that would have gone in there. So here, I'm assuming they ban GP. Otherwise, they'd pick GP right here. And then I would also assume that they ban Lilia. On this side, I would assume they ban Zoe and either Syndra, Orianna, or maybe Azir. GP. Orianna, so it's close. Set. Interesting. They go ahead and ban Set. And then Zoe. Okay, so that was close. I don't. Maybe Syndra is way weaker than Orianna, even though Cap's performance looked pretty damn good on it earlier. So we move into here. Let's see. It's gonna be Syndra. It has to be, right? I could be wrong. Maybe Silas. Okay, they go ahead and pick Shen for top lane. Okay, Ornn is up. Ornn is up. Ornn is up. Ornn is up. Maybe they need... Ornn is... Why? I think this is a counter matchup. And then they get Lilia. I mean, that makes sense. I knew Lilia was coming. And mid lane, they're going to go Syndra. Yep, so, okay. We'll do this. What? There's just no... Rogue would have needed to play so well for this to work, okay? You do have the dominance bot lane, right? And this is a good matchup, right? But there's no way Finn plays this correctly in order to enable Larson. And I think Caps probably just has a good performance over someone ints on the side of Rogue. Because they have to be trying to make spicy ass plays, and some of them have to go wrong because they end up losing the game. And on to the Rift. Okay, let's see. I'm not drawing those random circles. So, going leash on topside camps by both sides. Fuck, that Hecarim skin is so cool. Okay, this is how you would expect the bot lane to be. Perks and Mickey kind of have to just back up and respect that lane. It's a pretty easy lane to get smacked if you don't respect. Let's take a quick look at what just happened in the jungle, okay? You have Lilia goes from blue and is pathing down this way and steps on a ward right here. Hecarim is at red, is going down this way, and what's gonna happen? Right, Lilia is probably looking for the invade because you have such priority in the top lane, or in the bot lane. Yep. Gets spotted. Jankos just gives it over. I mean, that's insane respect. I mean, that's what you want from the Lilia comp, right? You're looking for lanes that really push up and enable you to be able to go make plays like that put the enemy jungler behind. So far so good for Rogue. Now Lilia gets to clear her whole bot side camp and probably clears bot to top. Maybe gets a back off. Gets the bot scuttle here. Teams trade scuttle with G2 getting the top side. Jankos running right there. to get it on spawn, knowing that Lily is going to go ahead and get the bot side one, because let's be real, there's nothing that you can do to contest the bot side scuttle when they have the Draven and Nautilus lane. Hecarim in the top side scuttle, and Finn not respecting the gank, and Finn is dead. Oh, Finn flashed. Well, okay, there's a lot going on here. I was watching the mini-map on the top side where Finn had to burn flash after TPing back, so he's in it. So, but we'll pay attention to what's on screen, okay? So just know that Finn got jumped on flash because he didn't respect Hecarim being up there, even though you knew Hecarim's going to be bot, okay? You just pushed him out of the bot side jungle. There's only one way for him to go. You pushing in that wave there, not good. Okay, but let's watch this first blood. It's just a matter of Mickey getting hooked, bing bada boom bada boom. Hansama flashing forward for the first blood. Probably worth it, but he's flashed forward some bad times this game. Okay. Perks flashes out and lives. And you get the TP from Caps just to secure that he's okay. Jankos is holding the mid wave. Meanwhile, Finn having to back, missing a big wave. I guess he's not missing that much. I wonder if they're going to look for the dive on Finn since he has no flash, if they're looking to build up a big wave. Almost 5 minutes. We'll take a quick look at the state of the game here in a second. And maybe not dive, but lane gank. Similar concept. But Finn had a blue ward in the bush. He expected it. So Syndra's getting a back off right here. No, she's not. Okay. We'll take a look. It's 5 minutes. We have the air drag up. So far, it seems that both teams haven't super valued the air drag early. But look at this. This is what I was saying. They showed the bot side first blood, but the play top side was like probably even more catastrophic. Definitely more catastrophic. Okay, burned Finn's flash. He was pushing up at a horrible time after having to TP back because I'm assuming Shen out traded him level 1, so he had to TP back. Okay, look at his face, poor guy. He knows how tough of a spot he's in. You know, he's calling for his jungle in desperation. But he has 8 CS at 5 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. That is wild. I would love to watch that pro view. Bot lane trying to get their advance, but whatever. I mean, it's Thresh, it's fine. The big deal is up here top lane. Lily is in the area to try to reconcile some of the damage that's done and escort Finn so we can get some of the CS. But Caps moved first, right? Your Caps moved first, and Akali's following, and we're gonna probably have a decent 3v3-ish situation up here, unless they're just calling it and saying, nah, whatever. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Mickey hit by another hook, but they should be fine at this point. So actually, we didn't even finish going over the rest of the team. I was just so speechless about the top gap. Top gap, he's not a champion. Hecarim and Lilia seem pretty even at this point. Both of No Sums seem to be pretty even. Seem to be pretty even here, right? I'm assuming Akali's sitting on a good amount of gold here. First blood went over to Nautilus, so Nautilus is definitely more beefy than Thresh is. And you have, honestly, a pretty even bot lane, right? Because Draven didn't get that first blood. But this is such a big difference, it's beyond words. Like, After the back, he has double longsword, like ward and pot compared to just decap. Or excuse me, just D-blade. Oh my god, just D-shield. What's up, Daniel? This is game 5, almost done. Okay. Rogue is probably feeling... their bot lane is feeling probably pretty good after their first blood, but this is biting off more than you can chew. They don't have vision up here. It's pinked on the red side, and they really think that they can get perks here, even though Hansama's out of mana, and they're running so far past the wave. JakeNZeus comes in. Yes, please. And then look at this, yeah. And solo kill. Yep. It was actually pretty close, but that should have been, like, that's for sure a solo kill. And Wonder doesn't have TP. But that's just huge. Like, it's just so big. Shen decides to say to try to push the wave. Says, no, that's not the right idea. Look, this is what I was waiting for. You have less gold than the support at this point. Ugh. Finn is the least gold in the game. Just not a champion. No. Okay, Larson goes in on the trade on caps. He's 0 for 2 on those 1v1s because he's missed one spell. They keep trying to abuse Finn here. Finn pushed the wave. What? Wave is in a horrible spot for Finn. Gets jumped on by Wunder. Wunder able to just smack him. Lily is in the area, and Hecarim is now, I'm assuming, going to get Dragon here. Rogue is getting the Rift Herald, but they don't seem to give a shit about the Rift Herald. G2 has kind of ignored Rift Herald 1 both games. This game, they seem to be able to make it up in top. Stolen by JakeNZeus. Wait. Okay, you have to give this up because you see that the support is coming and your support's bot side. And I guess they didn't get it. Rogue actually ended up getting the last hit for the smite. Finn takes it. He's like, thank God, I'm making some gold. Okay. Wave crashes topside. He'll bounce back. Wunder gets the plates. Wunder is going to have ultimate for this dragon fight. If they do decide to fight over dragon, and Finn is going to have nothing. Oh, Finn might have TP. Bot side, Draven pushes for a back. Finn pushing in because they're deciding to split the map in half already. Try to make a play onto Wunder to try to do something in the top lane to reconcile the damage. Nikki's here. Okay, well, okay, hold on. Hook lands onto Mickey again. Mickey flashes away. Senna ult comes in. Oh, Mickey with a nasty hook onto the Lilia. It doesn't really matter. Wunder is there with the ult, or... Oh, he was already there. Hecarim finally appears. Big ulti. Larson goes down. Ends up being... What? Interesting use of the TP just to get out and get some stuff bot lane. It doesn't... I mean, he's catching back up a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. I think he has Herald, so he's probably looking to TP since no one's there, push the wave and get plates. Mickey X responds on Nautilus and starts heading bot side. It's a weird split of the map that just occurred. Ultimately, ends up in the favor of G2, right? If we pause and we take a look, We're going to wait for Lilia to back, and then we'll take a look, okay? If we take a look, gold is up 1k G2, 55 CS to 87. I mean, this is in a 1v1. Look at the items. You have nothing. Okay, Hecarim's looking decent, has the extra kill, right? He's pretty close to becoming enabled with his items. The sooner he gets that, the better. Lilia wants to be more ahead of the Hecarim, I think, at this point. Mid lane, Caps is up a kill, 2 stacks on the Dark Seal. Draven has the BT already, but like, come on. Come on, Senna stacking, you're even in CS. I think you want to be a little bit more ahead. I mean, the plates that were gone weren't lost to Draven either. They were gone to Finn because of the Rift Herald, I think. Rawr. No! This is what I mean by both teams really not valuing that air drag when it's up. No one's completed it. I'm assuming they're just waiting until... What is up? No one told me my cam is all the way up here. God damn it. That's so bad. I wonder if that ruins everything. We have a rage quit. Man, I can't believe my camera was like that the entire time. I'm trolling. Wonder goes in for the trade here, but it's 2v1, has to flash away. He's understandably cocky in that sort of a situation. He shit on him the entire time, 1v1. Dravenel comes through to clear the wave. Right, not that bad of a use, but ultimately I don't think it saves the tower. I don't think Finn gets there in time. And G2 secure the second Rift Herald. That's Hansama and Vander continue to push in Wonder in the bot side. If we take a look, this air drag was secured by Rogue because of the bot priority. Right, but Finn he's inting. Poor guy. Kind of almost gets caps there and forces the ult out of Hecarim, but eh. Good night, Mickey. Gets the Shen ult. Never mind. You're fine. Wonder probably goes in for a trade when he can. This game is, you know, pretty even in gold. But Hecarim has his so we'll take a look. We'll take a look. So they're gonna start fighting over dragons here. I think they have to. That's probably gonna end up being what ends up happening. 100 CS to 143. I mean, you do have your cleaver. But Shen just feels so good right now. So does Hecarim. Hecarim now has 2 kills, Triforce, Ludens, Mana Moon. Like, the G2 just feel better in these fights. The gold lead not being in the favor of the team with Draven, I think, is ultimately them being behind. Okay, they secure Rift Herald, but Rogue ended up sneaking the dragon. Interesting. When did they... Rogue snuck the dragon right here. And they were chasing for Han Sama. I mean, okay, that's fine. Probably a little misstep by G2. Alright. Bit of a lull state. No objectives up. They're looking to abuse Finn here. Finn knows something is up. And they jump on Hansama because they know Hansama has no sums. Hecarim Shen ult, just OP. It's a nasty combo. Game progresses. Let's take a look at the gold while it's up. Right. Wait. $66 to $83. It's a big difference. 77 to 7. It's pretty decent. Not that big. Draven is ahead of quite ahead of Senna, but ultimately with Senna's stacks, they're probably pretty even. With Senna being a scaling stacking champion, it's not too bad. And then supports, meh, whatever. You have your items. It's more about what you do on support than I think what your where your items are at. Triforce completed on Hecarim, working towards Death Stance. Baron and Swirlsy chunking perks down to half. Ult misses. First dragon being able to secure it by G2. I assume at this point the game kind of just starts to snowball for the side of G2. Right? They go and abuse Finn here. Cinder misses the stun. Shen has ult. There's no way you live through that, though. Poor Finn. Feels bad. They lost. They won. The 2 games they won, he was playing Ornn, and he had some decent impact. In the games that they lost, they didn't put him on Ornn. Okay, Zeus. I think I've learned what I can. Kind of just moving forward. Can Rogue bring it back? 88% people say no. I also say no. Right, really just waiting for team fights or picks, because other than that, it's just going to be them playing the waves. Right, Finn pushes up, has to back. I mean, this game is pretty over. They were able to really abuse Finn. I mean, Finn had 8 CS at 5 minutes in the game. That's just profound. Almost get the bot tower. G2 rotate out. G2 get the second mountain drag. Hold on, let's watch this again. Finn, why are you pushing up after this? Right, drag just died. Finn pushing up. Probably assuming that they're going to reset, even though his entire team is top lane preparing Baron. And Hecarim Ghost, Hecarim E, Shen Delivery. Oh, that wasn't Shen. Okay, I mean, they could have maybe started a Baron there if they were super sneaky. But no way. Ultimately, a bit of a waste of time for G2, but not that bad. Let's slow it down. Things are about to get a little bit crazy for probably one of the last times in the game. You have 80... What? The ADC is all the way up there. And the support is that far behind him. TP comes in from G2. Double TP comes in from Rogue. And all of a sudden we're in a 5v5 situation. G2 are pretty split. Very split. But the Rogue team is in a worse position. Having to make it back before they all get cornered. Hook lands by Vander. Knocked up. Caps immediately shut down. Larson with the double kill. Finn getting in there. Oh, Larson didn't get the double kill, but it looked like it. Yanko's dead. And the positioning of G2 ended up being the downfall. Good trigger pulled by Vander with the hook. Rogue flashes for this, which probably just isn't worth your flash, buddy. But they get the Baron. Okay, G2. Really split in that position. Or really split positioning in that team fight. End up giving the Baron and giving them a chance. Interesting. Alright, let's watch this again. They're kind of just dicking around. Dicking around. They say, fuck it, let's go, let's go, let's go. Thresh is pretty squishy and Caps just got deleted. I did not think this would turn out that way. And then they're just too split. Wow. Finn! Doing work. Okay. They were able to crack a mid tower with that. And yeah, let's actually assess the gold. Gold is now in the side of Rogue. Before we do this, I guess it's not going to show us the items. Wait, we have one quick second to take a look. Right, Leandry's completed on Akali. No more stacks on Caps' Dark Seal. But Senna didn't die, and Senna does damage now. Senna does damage now. I wish I could see how many stacks. But so does Hansama, right? And Shen feels really, really good. Hecarim has Death Dance complete. I mean, they're even going into this, so I'm curious to see what happens. Okay, you have them trying to back. And G2 rushing to stop the backs as soon as possible. They panic. They stop their backs. Redemption comes in. Horsey gets charged. Horsey gets hooked. Horsey gets ulted by Shen. Perks with the big ult. And JakeNZeus is just dead. I wonder if the ult by Wonder got canceled. Good stun comes in from Caps. Hook misses. The double sleep. Close. And ultimately they end up running away. Yeah, Cap's too far away. Okay. Some tangos over the next mountain drag, and Rogue say no, we don't win this tango, you can have it. Feels like it's a little weird they gave that with completely no contest, because I don't think they got any advantages elsewhere. Boom. Alright, well. I don't think anything's really going to happen until the next objective. Unless Finn missteps. So, the Baron is up. G2 pushing mid. Walking into the Baron side to try to get priority of it. Get the Scuttle Crab that's big. Caps is going to get blue buff. And the Baron dance is about to begin. It's not actually, because Infernal or Mountain Drag's coming up, and Rogue are the first to make it to the bot side river to get priority. It's interesting that Rogue were so ready to give that last one. They get priority here, but Wonder TP's in. And Larson is in a good spot right here outside of vision. Just chilling. Let's see what happens. There's a red side ping. They know. I mean, you can take a look, actually. If you see this ping right here, they're suspecting that Akali's there. Carly, Ivern sounds like actual torture. I promise I'll get it done. I saw you guys were playing Among Us. I really wanted to play. I kept asking everyone to play, and everyone was like, no, 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 no. Maybe, potentially. Yeah, I would. I need to buy it, though. Are you playing, like, right now? I need to get food after I'm done with this review. I've been doing these reviews for 4.5 hours. We were, but they all got off. Hold on. Let me go back and actually pay attention to what's going on here. So, Rogue started the dragon. I'm assuming G2 can come in and steal here. Yep. Which gives them Mountain Soul. That was probably just 2 weird dragon interactions by Rogue. They decided to give the 3rd Mountain Drag and then kind of like clumsily fight for this last one that they desperately needed to get. They end up losing it, and they end up being able to, or G2 ends up being able to run right up to Baron and secure Baron. This game was closer than I think it should have been. I would have really liked to see a Rogue Fnatic series. Rogue has to come in to try to do a desperation play, but they should lose here. Larson getting smacked. Jankos is at the point on Hecarim where his impact is just huge. He heals for so much. They get the Baron and they get out. They trade 1 for 1, but they got the Mountain Soul and they got the Baron. The game's pretty much over. Really just seeing if anyone gets picked or if they decide to somehow throw the lead. Finn is pushing up bot side, so they're deciding to push up top. And they're doing a 4-1. They're saying, fuck you, Finn. If you're really deciding to push up bot side, we're just going to end the game. Top inhib drops. Mid inhib drops. And G2, knowing G2, they should just run it in here and assert their dominance instead of resetting to try to get the bot third side. But it is game 5, so maybe they play it smarter and safer. Nope, they're just going to try to end with this wave. 1 tower down. Big flash by Wonder to get the taunt. And GG, good series. They just can't crack through 4 Mountain Souls. This game was weirder. If we take a pause, I actually thought it was pretty even. I mean, there were. I thought G2 was ahead, and they made some missteps, and then Rogue surprisingly came back. But Finn ending the game, you don't see the level. What level is he? Oh, he's level 18. It's fine. But he's ending the game 100 CS down. Not full build. Not even close. Right? Lilia's down a good amount. I mean, this game could have been winnable by a rogue, I think, for sure. I think sleeper MVP might have been Senna. I don't know how much damage Senna did, but Senna didn't die. Caps only died once. Ultimately, they just played the games that G2 play around caps and perks. They tend to do way better. And that's all 5 games. It's crazy how much I feel like I learn about both teams by going through all 5 games like that. Who can we look at tomorrow? We can maybe keep going. We can look maybe at G2 Fnatic, the first series. Or we could... I could actually bite the bullet and try to review some NA games. Maybe I do Top Esports JDG. It's a 5-game series.